What's good, everybody? I'm back. I'm live. I'm a little earlier than normal. Don't mind the background noises as usual. If my little girl gets loud or upset, I've got to go. But let's try to get this out of here. Let's read. Let's continue reading the X-Men: Age of Apocalypse. We're back with the Amazing X-Men after Xavier: The Age of Apocalypse. Stanley presents a world without Xavier, the Amazing X-Men, and Parents of the Atom. It says, Charles Francis Xavier, any dream worth having is a dream worth fighting for. We shared, let me make sure oops, I don't want that to happen. Let me make sure, I keep saying I need this beforehand, but let me make sure my volume's on. My volume is on. Here we go. We shared those words so long ago, my friend. I wonder how you'd feel now that this dream of yours, that man and mutant living together in harmony, can only be gained at such a great price. His name is Eric Magnus Lencher. Perhaps he is better known as the Rebel, Magneto. He stands before the grave of a man who died in his arms 20 years ago. He lives in the house where that same man grew up, and he fights for a cause that man believed in. And once more, he marvels at the difference one life can make. Now then, the end game is played. All my X-Men scattered across the globe searching for the keys, which will unlock the doorway to another world. A better world than this, or so I'm told. One where the madman Apocalypse did not conquer half the planet. Because you remained alive to somehow prevent all of this from happening, and to ensure the chance of fulfilling all that you believed in. I may very well sacrifice all that I love. Magneto! I'm sorry, but do we really have the time to reminisce? Did you forget why we were out here in the open? There's been a perimeter security breach of your mansion's meager defense fields. We've been scanned. Someone is apparently about to attack us. His name is Bishop, a man displaced in time. He alone in all this war-ravaged world remembers that there once was another way, and he alone offers a way out of the nightmare. I allowed you to carry that weapon for your own protection, not so you could point it at me. Why, surprised Bishop? After all, I am the master of magnetism, indeed. But will that be enough to keep Apocalypse's forces at bay? It's always been fire over my left shoulder. Now please. I felt the disturbance in the electromagnetic field around us even before these infinites had a chance to complete their teleport. The final battle begins, Bishop. Be prepared. These dog soldiers are assuredly the first wave of the Empire's assault. Don't give yourself so much credit, Magneto. Vanisher? It's been a long time since we last clashed. And so it shall remain. I was merely used to bring the infinites here. The next time I see you, Gene Trader, will be in hell. Perhaps not. Perhaps not. The coward. Valor was never the Vanisher's strong suit. I suppose he hasn't the stomach to witness what happens next. And that is what I've always done to any obstacle Apocalypse has placed in my path. Obliterate them. Even able to only wield a fraction of the powers once at his command, the mutant master of magnetism demonstrates that he is more than capable of decimating the clone-spliced infinite army surrounding them. That was too easy, Magneto. The infinites I encountered in Seattle were more powerful. Don't be fooled, Bishop. He is here waiting to strike. I am everywhere, Magneto. For I am the fit. I am the strong. No, I have to stop this. I can't feel like before. I can't. I am Apocalypse. There won't be any blood spilled today, madman, except perhaps your own. That was a blow well struck, Gene Schrader. Any energy absorbed and rechanneled then. You're the mysterious stranger rescued by the X-Men in Seattle, are you not? I wonder what makes you so special as to be granted refuge by this band of fools. We'll have more than enough time to find out. After you are defeated and my telepathic spies have their way with you, reaching for your rifle, only the weak need a crutch with which to fight. The strong prefer the righteous pounding of bone and flesh. Slam. Fools, This is the time of your undoing. I have waited centuries for this day to dawn, and who, if any, are worthy enough to oppose me? None of you. With my last breath, I will curse you, Apocalypse. You and your mad reign will soon come to an end, Butcher. No matter the number of lives lost, we will do whatever it takes to make this a better world than the one you've created. I have reconfigured the conduits on the plasma rifle. The resulting explosion will leave a little of us but ash. Are you so certain of that, X-Man? Somehow, show me you have the courage to do this. If this gamble fails, if I survive and you don't, then tell me. What will become of your beloved son, Charles, the child whom my loyal Infinite, the Vanisher, is retrieving? Even as we speak from your secret tunnels beneath these grounds, do you have the courage, Magneto, to leave him? To fend for yourself? To survive without you? I thought not. And that is why I shall always triumph over your kind. Because one life or a billion, it matters not to me. And once I had such hopes for you, Magneto. Years ago, when you forced my magnificent celestial ship to crash from the skies, you came close to defeating me, but I survived, as did you, barely. You should have died then, rather than to have lived on as a shell of the man you once were, losing half of your incredible mutant gift. It also robbed you of the fire you once had, Magneto. Now look at how far you've fallen, beaten, buried in the mud. You were mine, Magneto, as is the architect of your now deluded quest, this strange man Bishop. And within but an eye blink of time, so too will your offspring. Do you hear that, Charles? The seismic upheaval on the surface has ceased. That means the confrontation is over. I am sorry, dear child, but the odds of your dad's success are slim. I must find an egress within these tunnels, which will... Wait, that noise. A heartbeat. Surrender the brat to me, robot. Placing my charge in jeopardy is not within my operational parameters. But protecting Charles Lencher most obviously is. Time passes. The storm moves on. And in time, a different kind of natural force takes place. Storm, Exodus, Banshee, Iceman, Quicksilver, Dazzler. They are the X-Men. They have returned from the successful evacuation of thousands of humans in the Eurasian sanctuary. But even small victories in this age of apocalypse are short-lived. Empty. My father missing, along with Nanny and my brother Charles, and that stranger Bishop as well. We saw no sign of them anywhere, Pietro. I know Aurora. I'm afraid of that. Dazzler's holographic image. Get over to the cemetery plot, gang. Exodus found something and it doesn't look good. There are signs of a battle everywhere. They were attacked by the Infinite soldiers, but someone much more powerful was involved to have caused this kind of destruction. Hold on, guys. Come with Daddy. Come with Dad to read some X-Men. Come on. Come on, my little mutants. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, my little mutant baby. All right. I got Miss Tuesday here. She is going to help me finish this out. Magneto could have defeated these Infinites in his sleep. Who did this to him? Who? Easy, Paris. Easy. I know what Magneto meant to you, but rest assured, my friend, my father is still alive. I'm certain of it. I have to be. The question is, where? What in the name of... Look what I found in the Morlocks tunnels. Don't say dead men can't tell any tales. 'Cause the Vanisher here has plenty to say. Level 2 Radburns, clean entry marks, pretty tight strafing attack. The wounds indicate very close precision plasma fire. Nanny's defensive system, which only comes online if Charles's life is in imminent danger. Exodus and Dazzler into the tunnels. Find them both. Iceman and Rogue, tell her that Magneto is missing. Aurora and Sean, stay here. Rogue and the others should be arriving soon. For the love of heaven, be careful how you tell her what happened. What about you? I'm going to have a talk with the one man who who is always has answers to everything, but asks questions of nothing. It was once called Manhattan. And Warren Worthington flying through the spires of Apocalypse's capital city now brings little joy compared to the time when the avenging angel would soar through these concrete canyons with reckless abandon. It's all coming apart. I can feel it. Scarlet was arrested yesterday. Karma's missing, taken. I am sure by one of Apocalypse's prelates. They'll use her to get information I've kept hidden, by any means necessary. Dear Lord, when I think what she must be going through. I've played the part of the middleman for too long. Working both sides of the fences has kept me alive all these years. But is it worth the price? I am going to have to make a decision sooner or later about... It must be nice, Worthington, to have running water. The better to rinse your hands clean of the blood. Quicksilver, how did you get through Heaven's security system? I see that Apocalypse still prefers to employ fools who continue to underestimate the X-Men. I'm not an employee of Apocalypse, fool. Shh. No? Then why were you reaching for this weapon? I like to protect my best interests, especially when it involves my physical well-being. My father has been kidnapped, along with a newfound ally of the X-Men. You're going to tell me where they are, or I'll take you apart. As quickly as I did your little toy. Calm down, Pietro. This is one case where the information I have doesn't need to be bartered, begged, or beaten out of me. The man called Bishop and Magneto were taken down by Apocalypse himself. No. Why now? Why? Because he knows that he knows that now is the time when the final desperate moves will be made. Your father is here, being kept prisoner in the heart of Apocalypse's citadel. The Bishop fellow was taken to the tabernacle in the Madre in Quebec, so that those fanatics can use their fine artistry to find out who he really is and why he's allied himself with you. Father, I don't have the manpower to storm the citadel, and even if I did, Bishop is indeed to enact my father's plans. Tough choice. Who's more important? Whatever it is, your X-Men are planning, Bishop, or your own father. Quebec. Though pain is achievement gained, through suffering is fortitude found. May the fittest survive. 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 This body grows harder than the mind grows softer. The will is made malleable, ripe for the picking, open to the telepathic proleans of the Shadow King. Who are you, stranger? Are you mad as people say, or are you something more? Why are there such odd thoughts inside your mind? What is it? But these memories are not real. They cannot be. Charles Xavier I will remember before he died in Israel. The fool confronted me on the astral plane. I let him think me beaten so as to better plan for a better day. But these other memories, so vivid, such cherished parts of your very soul. Images of Xavier's gathering a group of young mutants, many of whom I know to be in service to Ensabanor. And now, images of you as a young man standing alongside Xavier's decades older than he ever was. Could this be true? Is it actually possible that you come from another reality? I need to know the answer, Bishop. Tell me the truth. He failed. His essence has been expunged from the heretic. Never before has a mind rejected the psionic probes of the Shadow King. What kind of man is this Bishop? Let me tell you, boys, what kind. The most dangerous of all. Someone who knows something we don't. He's been places we haven't. And he's got Magneto and the X-Men running all over the place, doing we don't know what. But I guarantee whatever these gene simps are up to, it could mean that it's time for the Age of Apocalypse. Time's up for the Age of Apocalypse. And that's something Abyss just isn't going to follow. The remains of the Xavier estate. With any luck, Rogue and the others have returned, and I won't have to follow through on the decision I made. No word from Rogue's party and my brother? Have Dazzler and Exodus found him? Not yet, Pietro. But don't despair, Boyle. It's only been 2 hours. Nanny probably has him hidden somewhere. We'll find him. And the news on Magneto and Bishop? Not good. They've been separated. Oh, he says, "Since when is Loca Brother? We have to leave immediately for Quebec to rescue Bishop." What about Magneto, lad? Right now, Sean, I think that Bishop is more important to my father's plans. So we can simply go and prepare. So we can simply go and prepare for our mission. Pietro, please don't shut me out. I know how much this is hurting you to abandon your brother as well as your father. It is the logical decision, Aurora. Logically, you nearly sacrificed the evacuation yesterday to save one child, and now you turn your feelings off when it comes to your own family. I can't. I won't even allow myself to think about it, Aurora. I am already lost so much fighting. So I've already lost so much fighting in this war. My sister, my life, everything. And although I want to save my brother, I have faith that Dazzler and Exodus will do all they can to rescue Charles while I am needed here. They leave in silence to save a man they barely know and salvage a plan they can scarcely understand. For this is the age of apocalypse. That is what it means to be an X-Men. Next, a gathering of forces and a coming of death. All right, me and baby girl made it through, guys. I'm going to get off of this so that I can take care of her. Thank you guys for listening to me read. Thank you, Miss Tuesday. This is my daughter, Miss Tuesday. Thank you for joining us for X-Men. We love you all. Peace.